guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title of today's video, today I'm just going to be sharing with you guys some of the products that I have really been loving for the past year. Not all of them have come out within the past year, but I've just been really using them over the year, so I just wanted to talk about that with you. Also, I think I finally figured out my lighting. Like, I think this looks pretty good. Please let me know in the comments if you like this setup. But yeah, basically I have one or two products from most of the categories that you normally think of, like skincare, foundation, concealer, whatever, all of that good stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing that I want to share with you guys is a skincare product. Now, I have said this many times on my channel before, but I have eczema. The girls that get it, all right? I have eczema, and around November, my eczema got really bad on my face. Like, my eyelids were peeling, like my skin was peeling, it was itchy, it was like swollen, it was not good. So I went to Shoppers Drug Mart and I saw this. I know it's flipped because of the camera, but this is the Cerave Renewing Salicylic Acid Lotion for extremely dry, rough, and bumpy skin. Now, let me tell you, you might think that because it has salicylic acid in it that it's not good for dry skin. Somehow, this lotion, it cleared my eczema, it cleared my acne, and it leaves my skin feeling hydrated. How it does all three, I have no idea, but I swear to God, I will probably never use another moisturizer in my life, at least for the winter. Like, this has been amazing. I use this under my makeup every single day. I've never noticed any pilling or flaking, nothing like that. So just reading off the bottle here, it helps to prevent and reduce the recurrence of dry, itchy, red, and flaking skin. I think I read somewhere that this is made for people with dermatitis and or psoriasis, but it works for eczema and it works for acne, okay? That's all I have to say. This is amazing. If your skin is dry, normal, or even combination, I highly recommend that you give this a chance. I don't see why you wouldn't like it. So the next thing that I have in the category of skincare that I have been using and abusing this year is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. This is SPF 40. This is expensive, okay? I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is very expensive. But to me, somebody with a little melanin in my skin, okay, this is worth it. This sunscreen is amazing. So what I do, I go in on my skin with this lotion first, and then I'll put this sunscreen on top. This lotion, it leaves your skin with a very natural finish. Like, it's not super matte, it doesn't make your face look dewy, it's just natural. And then this sunscreen, it doesn't say that it has a matte finish, and it doesn't leave your skin matte, but it leaves it like blurred. I guess that's the only way I know how to explain it. Your skin looks blurred, but it still looks like skin, and it's a sunscreen. So listen, in the summer, I used this pretty much as my primer, and it worked. Like, my makeup looked flawless, and I was also protected from the sun. So what else can you really ask for? Also, every time I bring up sunscreen, I have to say this. A lot of people of color think that because you are a shade of brown that you don't need sunscreen, and that's not true, okay? Everybody needs sunscreen every single day. So please wear sunscreen, okay? It doesn't have to be this one, but wear one. But if I did have to recommend one, it would be this. This bottle, it doesn't, ow, I just stabbed myself. This bottle, it doesn't look that big, but one bottle, like if I use it every day or almost every day, one bottle will last me like 6 months-ish, because I don't use a lot of it. I just, you know, get the basic amount required to cover my skin, and it lasts a very long time. So highly recommend this sunscreen. Like I said, I use it under makeup, and it doesn't change the color of my foundation, my concealer. It doesn't interfere with my makeup in any way. It's just amazing. So I love it. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about, I don't think anybody cares about this product anymore, but this is the Fenty Beauty Skin Tint. I did a review on this at the beginning of, was it 2021? Or was it 2020? I don't remember when this came out, but when it came out, I did a review on it, and initially I had purchased the shade 13, and it did match me. Like, if it was the middle of winter, like, that shade is fine. But I found my true shade, which is 15, and that's this one right here. Actually, give me a second, I can show you them side by side. Is this okay? See, I feel like they look the same on camera, but this is the shade 13 and this is the shade 15. So you can kind of see they are similar, but they're also very different. I think a lot of people have the same skin tone as me and struggle with picking a shade. So what I would suggest, 13 works generally if you are like one shade lighter than me. I think 13 will be for you. Like for example, me and my sister, we're pretty similar in shade, but she's like one shade lighter than me. So I think that 13 would be perfect for her. But for me, 15 is where it's at. Like I can wear 13 if I wear a little bit of a darker setting powder, but who wants to do that, right? So shade 15. I purchased this, I think Sephora had a sale at some point, I don't even remember. But I was like, you know what? I really liked the formula when I tried 13, so let me just try a different shade. And I'm telling you, the difference getting the right shade can make, like I wear this every single day. Whenever I go to work, if I'm gonna see like a friend, I always have this on my face. I love it. I'm wearing it right now. You can see it matches me pretty well. Like I don't think my neck looks too different from my face, you know? I wouldn't say it's the longest lasting type of foundation base. The longest I've ever worn it has been like 9 hours, which I guess is still pretty long, and it looks fine. Around 5 hours, I would feel the need to just like take a little powder, but that's not the end of the world for me. I don't mind doing that. I just really like the effect that this gives the skin. Like it makes my skin look so blurred in real life, which is crazy. Like when I wear this, sometimes I don't even wear a primer and my skin still looks amazing. So highly recommend this. I feel like at the end of every single product, I'm just gonna be like, highly recommend, but you get it, okay? It's really good. Fenty knew what they were doing with this. The next thing that I want to talk about is a concealer. Now, I'm not just recommending Tarte Shape Tape. I'm recommending a specific shade of Shape Tape, okay? Hear me out. I've been watching beauty videos on YouTube for years, like literally years. And every brown girl always recommends Tarte Shape Tape in Tan Sand. Ow, I stabbed myself again. Now listen, Tan Sand is great, okay? It's a great shade. But if you are my skin tone and you're more of like a mid-tone brown girl, do you know what I mean? Okay, if your skin tone is similar to mine, honestly, I recommend ditch Tan Sand and pick up this shade. This shade is Tan Deep Sand. Now, don't be afraid by the word deep, because when I read the name like Tan Deep Sand, I was like, okay, my skin is not deep. My skin is very medium. Like I'm brown. So I was a little scared. And then I swatched this shade and there was like the angelic music just coming down like in the Sephora store. Okay, this shade is made for brown people. Okay, I cannot stress that enough. So I always use color corrector under my eyes and like around my mouth, just like every day. It doesn't matter like what concealer I'm using. So in the past I would use my like orangey concealer and then I would go on top of it with Tan Sand. And I honestly think that Tan Sand, it can, at least for my skin tone, it works. It definitely brightens, but sometimes it's just a little bit too much. It's just too much. And this shade is perfect. So what I do, I go in with my Too Faced concealer. It's like the orangey shade. I'll put it right up here. And then I'll go in with this one. And because this like is kind of similar to my skin tone, I'll use this and then I'll use the Laura Mercier powder. It's like the yellow one, the yellow translucent one. Basically, what I'm trying to explain is instead of brightening with the concealer, instead of brightening with Tan Sand, I use a little bit of a deeper concealer and then I rely on my powder to do the brightening instead of double brightening. Does that make sense? One day I'll get ready in a video and you'll see what I mean. This has been a game changer. Let me compare the shades for you, okay? All right, on my hand, you can definitely see the difference. So the one at the bottom here is Tan Sand and the one on top is Tan Deep Sand. So you can see that Tan Deep Sand, it's a little more neutral. Is that what I'm trying to say? It's a little warmer, but also a little more neutral than Tan Sand. Like you can see Tan Sand is clearly, it's pretty yellow, I would say. It's a pretty yellowy shade. And Tan Deep Sand, it just looks much better on my skin tone. So if you struggle with like a little bit of a gray under eye situation and you use tan sand, definitely try tan deep sand because that has been a game changer for me. Okay, what do I want to talk about next? I guess let's do eyeshadow next. All right, okay, let's just do it. Full honesty, I have not worn much eyeshadow this year at all. I've been much more focused on like my skin and my brows rather than my eyeshadow. Like this is the first time I've put on eyeshadow in a while. So I'm gonna recommend something. Oh, you just saw it. I do have a video reviewing these. These are the Rimmel Wonder Cloud All Day Wear Soft Shadow. I will admit, there's a bit of a learning curve when you first start using these, but once you get the hang of it, I promise you, you will be wearing this every single day. I have 3 shades, but I only brought one out here, and this is the shade Honey Drop. And I really like this shade because again, it's like kind of similar to my skin tone, but it's like a little bit different. So on an everyday basis, if I'm just going to work quickly and I just want to like look a little bit nicer than I normally do, swipe this on, pat, 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 you're good for like 12 hours. Okay, this stuff does not crease. It looks amazing all day. And that's it. Like what else do you need to know? Like for example, today for my eyeshadow, I used the Tarte beauty palette, and listen, I love it, okay? I think it looks very nice, but it took me a very, very long time because you have to blend, you have to dip into this shade, and it takes a long time, especially if you're like me and you're a bit of a perfectionist. But with something like this, it's so easy, it's so quick, and it just looks nice, you know? There's a lot of days where I don't put a single thing on my eyelids. Like I just, you know, I'm like, screw it. I just want to go. My eyelids are very oily. So if I don't have anything on my eyelids at all, and then let's say if I go to work for like an 8-hour shift, by the end of the day or like midway through the day, my eyelids look crazy because the rest of my face is pretty matte. Like I have foundation, I have powder, and then my eyelids are just super oily and it kind of looks a little off. So I just use this and that completely solves my problem. So yeah, I really like these and I've used them a ton this year. The next thing I want to talk about is a brow glue, and this is from NYX and it's literally called the brow glue. I can't remember if I've talked about this on my channel before or not, so we're just gonna talk about it. My brows are crazy, okay? Crazy. They are like, I don't know, they're like criminals, okay? Like you can't keep them locked in, like they just want to escape. And this is the first brow product that fully and completely does exactly what I want for my brows. Like I'm wearing it today. I'm not wearing any filler. I don't have any color in my eyebrows today. I just used this and it keeps my brows locked down all day. That is a first for me. So I know it's like deceivingly small, but this actually lasts you a very long time. The way that I apply it is I wiggle. So actually, let me just show you guys the applicator. Okay, it's kind of messy, but this is like the little brush that it comes with. What I do, so I do my eyebrows first in my makeup routine. So I take the little thing, I wiggle it, I actually brush my brows like the opposite direction just to make sure that they are really coated with the gel. So I go like that, and then I lift it up like this, like straight up, like you know the like feather brows trend. So my brows look like that. I put every hair straight up, and then I take my finger and I sweep it on top. So like that way my hairs are still angled up, but they don't look like super crazy like how feather brows can look. At least on me, I don't like that look, but I do like when my hairs are angled up. I love this. I have recommended it to everybody who asks me for like any type of recommendations, like, hey, I'm going shopping, what should I buy? The NYX brow glue, the NYX brow glue, okay? That's all I have to say. My brows don't feel super hard or crunchy, but they definitely feel like they're in place. And again, I don't know, I feel like recently makeup has been moving towards the more like effortless look instead of like the super dark and sculpted eyebrows. So if you want to give this a try, definitely do it. It's a very small tube, but don't be deceived. it will last you a very long time. The next thing that I want to talk about is blush, and I have two blushes because I feel like they're kind of related to each other. They're like sisters. So the first one that I have is the Rare Beauty blush, and obviously this is the small sample size that came in the Sephora birthday gift selection. This is the Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Adore. Now look, this shade is significantly lighter than what I normally gravitate to for blush. It works. Okay, I'm wearing it right now. I don't know if you can see it because I'm sweating so much, but I have it on my cheeks right now. And originally I was terrified of this color because it is such like a soft baby pink that I didn't think it would look good on my skin at all. There's so much dust flying around. Anyways, this is amazing. If you are, I want to say like 3 shades darker than me in skin complexion, I don't know if this will look great on you, but she does have a bunch of other shades, which I'm sure you know. This is just the only shade that I've ever tried. But aside from the color, the formula, amazing. I'm sure you've heard about this on TikTok already, but the formula of this is amazing. So what I do, we're just gonna get into it, okay? So as I mentioned before, I use 2 concealers every day. What I do is I'll go in with my orangey concealer because it's like my color corrector. I blend that out and then I dot this on the cheeks. Let me show you the brush. I take this brush from Real Techniques. This is, okay, it just says buffing brush, but this is what it looks like. It's very dirty. How do I show this properly? I'm not like a real beauty guru. I don't know, but it's like a flat brush, but it's like soft. Like it's not like super stiff. So I use this to blend out this blush. So I literally just tap it like this and it's perfect. Okay, these two together are perfect. Oh, so my whole point of that was I'll do my concealer, then I'll do the blush, and then I'll do my other concealer, set with powder under my eyes, and then set the rest of my face. The reason why I'm saying that is I definitely do not recommend using this on top of powder. Like one day I tried just setting my under eyes and then going in with this, but when I set my under eyes, some of the powder goes like here, and this is also like the blush zone, right? So once I had the blush and it like touched the powder, there was like a little bit of a weird texture going on. So the only thing I will say is definitely use this before you use any type of powder anywhere remotely close to your cheeks. But yeah, this is amazing. The color lasts all day and it gives you like a nice dewy look. Yeah, okay. Other blush that I wanted to talk about. Oh my god, I thought I just saw a spider. Okay, the other blush that I wanted to talk about is by Kaja, and this is the Mochi Pop Blush, and I have the shade 02 Atmosphere. And what is this? The Bouncy Blendable Blush. Okay, so you open it like this. It's kind of a pain to open, and the blush, well, mine doesn't look that good because I've dug into this, but basically before, when you buy it, the blush is like literally a ball. It's so cute, and this color is obviously darker than the Rare Beauty one, and I actually really love using these two together. So what I'll do, like I said, I'll go in with this one first, and then I'll set my face whatever, and then I'll go on top with this using the same brush that I just showed you, and it looks amazing. Okay, I think that's a really nice way to create depth with your blush, is if you use a liquid one first, and then on top if you go in with a cream or a powder. This one, I don't know how to explain the formula. I guess it would be close to a cream, but it's not really creamy. Like I don't want to touch it because I don't want to mess up my fingers, but it's not creamy. The only way I know how to explain this is it has the same texture as a lipstick. Does that make sense? I don't know. But anyways, this formula you can use on top of powder if you're careful. Obviously don't take your brush and swirl because then you will mess up your powder. But if you dip into this with your brush and then you just like tap it on your face using your brush, it's fine. So yes, I really do like this. I do think the color of this does fade quicker than the Rare Beauty one, but when you use it together, you look blushed all day. I really like this. I definitely want to try another color. All right, we're almost done, I promise. The next thing I want to talk about is mascara. I have 2 mascaras as well. The first one I'm sure is going to be no surprise to you. This is the Benefit They're Real Magnetic Mascara. Wow, just blind everyone. Please, go ahead. When I tell you I have forced not forced, okay, I've encouraged at least 4 people in my life to purchase this, and all of them have loved it, okay, all of them. It is so good. So if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know that when it comes to mascara, I prefer length over volume. I don't love the look of super voluminous lashes. Like if it's like fake lashes, yeah, sure, that's fine. But when it comes to mascara that I'm just gonna be wearing to work or like, you know, to school, I don't love the super voluminous look. It's just not for me. And this is a perfect balance of both. It does provide, like, out of 5, I would say this is like a 2 for volume, and for length, this is like a 5. So this is like the perfect sweet spot mascara for me. I've talked about this a lot on my channel. I actually have a review on this, I'm pretty sure, so I'll link that in the description if you want to check it out. But this is amazing. My only con with this is that it's a little difficult to take off. I feel like I have to use like 3 Q-tips just to like take it off of one eye. That's the only thing I don't like. So recently I've been weaning off of this and saving it for like special occasions, and on an everyday basis I've been using the, what is it, how do you say this, like the tried and true, or whatever, the old horse, I don't know, the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. So I have this in 2 formulas. I have the waterproof one, and then I have the just regular one. And I have a funny story to tell you about this. So originally I had bought the waterproof one, and I loved how it looked. Like I loved it because this one is pretty much all length and no volume, and sometimes that's exactly what I want. So I tried the waterproof one originally, and when I tell you, I lost lashes trying to remove the waterproof one. Literally, like my lashes would be coming out. Like every night when I removed it, I would lose at least 2 lashes, okay? And that is too many, okay? We can't afford to make that kind of sacrifice over here. I'm sorry. Anyways, so after I realized, oh, this is definitely the mascara that's making my eyelashes like fall out, because it's a good formula. It definitely was waterproof, like obviously, because they didn't want to come off my eyelashes. But after that, I decided to try the original formula, and this is where we had the winner chicken dinner, okay? This is really good. The only thing is because it's not waterproof, it's not waterproof. And let me explain to you. So obviously if it's pouring rain outside and you know you're gonna be outside, you're gonna wear a waterproof mascara, right? So I live in Ottawa, and the other day, me and my friends and my cousin, we went to the light show at Parliament Hill. Like they did like a Christmas lights thing. Anyways, so it wasn't snowing, it wasn't raining, it was just cold. So I had this mascara on, and you know when it's cold, how your eyes produce like condensation and then your lashes get wet from the liquid that's in your eyes? Does that make sense? If you know, you know, okay? So that happened, and I did feel like moisture on my eyelashes, but I was like, okay, like that's normal. You know, in the winter that happens. Like if you've ever taken a walk in the winter for more than 5 minutes, that happens. So I was like, okay, whatever, that's fine. So after we went to eat at a restaurant, and we got in the restaurant, and I was like, okay, like this is bothering me, like let me like wipe it, you know? So I took my finger and I went like this to like wipe off the water or like the ice that had formed on my eyelashes. And because this is not waterproof, I did this, and my finger literally had these black. So basically all my mascara had come off. It was a mess, okay? It was an absolute mess. So don't wear this if you want to walk outside in the winter. But otherwise, if you're gonna be indoors or it's summer, okay, highly recommend. How many times can I say highly recommend in this video? I just love the look that this gives your lashes. I think it is so pretty. They make your lashes so long and well defined. I've been using one or both of these every single day that I've done my makeup this year. We are almost done. I just have 2 more things to talk to you about, and these are 2 lip products. Oh wait, 3. I have 3 things to talk about. So the first thing that I want to talk about regarding lips is a lip liner, and this one is from Maybelline, and this is the Colorsensational Shaping Lip Liner in the shade 115 Totally Toffee. It is amazing. It's like mid-tone brown, and I have it on my lips right now, but I'm also wearing a lip gloss on top of it, so it might not show that well. It looks really pink on my hands. but I promise you, it's brown, okay? It's brown. But this liner is amazing. I purchased it on a whim earlier this year, and every single time I'm wearing lipstick, this is the lip liner that's underneath. I can guarantee you. I made my sister buy this and she uses it all the time. It is so good. Just, that's all I have to say. It's very good. It lasts a long time. If you want it to be even more long lasting, instead of just lining your lips with this, you can just fill them in, and then the color will last for, you know, a decent amount of time, like at least a couple hours. I wear this under my mask at work. This is how you know, like, I really just do makeup for myself. Like, I'm wearing lipstick under my mask. Who's seeing it? Nobody, but I want it. This stays on under my mask, so that's how you know it is good. The next lip product that I want to talk about, this is by Flower Beauty, and this is the Bitten Lip Stain in the shade Play. I am so skeptical of lip stains. I always have been. I feel like they never actually do what they say they're gonna do. This one does, okay? So you put this on your lips and it starts off as like a gloss texture, and then it dries down to almost like a lip balm texture, and then it stays like that. And once the lip balm texture disappears, like let's say if you're like drinking water or whatever you do, the lip balm texture will disappear and it will be matte, but the color does not go. Okay, it doesn't go. It doesn't come off your lips until you choose to remove it from your lips with like micellar water. Okay, if you don't do that, I swear to God, I could be buried in this, and if you dug up my body like 3 weeks later, it would still be on my lips. If I still had lips, if they didn't like decompose. Anyways, this is really good. Okay, let me show you the color. Honestly, the color, I like it. I'm just not used to wearing darker lips anymore. Like, this is the darkest lip I've worn in a long time, and it really is just a brown. But let me show you. All right, so you can see right here, I guess that's like the truest representation of the color. It's just like a mid-tone brown, but I'm just not used to wearing browns anymore. Like, I realized recently, a lot of the time my lips are pink, which I never thought I would be that girl, but turns out I am that girl. This shade is so nice. It's also nice if you just wear it on your lips, and if you want to make it like a little brighter, you could put like a lighter nudish color on top of it. Either way, this is so good. It lasts forever on your lips. Like I said, this does not come off unless you want it to come off. So highly recommend. Why am I saying that again? I'm so sorry. The last product that I want to talk about, this is a lip gloss, and this is by the brand Tower 28. And this is their ShineOn lip jelly in the shade Cashew. Why did my finger Anyways, yes, this is the shade Cashew. It's like a pinky brown. If you couldn't notice, that's the color that I really like. This is amazing. Okay, you guys know I love the Fenty glosses. I have like 5 of them in my drawers right there. But I have to say, I kind of like this a little more. I like this color, and Fenty doesn't really have a color like this. It's like an orangey pinky brown. Let me just show you. I'm not wearing it on my lips today because it wouldn't match this like eyeshadow, but let me show you. It is described, like I said, as a jelly gloss, and it literally is like jelly. Like, look at that. Well, I don't know if that helps you, but okay, ready? Oh my god, look at that. Oh, that's so beautiful. Look how shiny that is. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be weird. In most of my recent TikTok videos, this is the product that's on my lips. It is so shiny and juicy and scrumptious, and the color, it's unmatched. Okay, it's really unmatched. It feels like water on your lips. Like, my only complaint about the Fenty glosses, for example, is like, I love how they look, I love the colors, but sometimes they can feel a little bit thick on your lips. This feels like water. Okay, it feels like water. Wow. That's enough of that. Yeah, I really love this. It is like a milky kind of color, so you can layer it up as much as you want. If you just do like one swipe, then you'll just get like a soft tint. But if you go like boom, 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 then you will be able to build up the color similar to something like that. Again, that's this one, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, and I use it all the time. Like I said, in all of my TikTok videos, I'm pretty much always wearing this gloss. I lied. There's one more thing I want to talk about. Oh, well, I'm wearing the lashes right now, but the one thing I want to talk about is magnetic lashes, okay? So I have a long story with this. If you don't want to watch this part, I won't be offended. It's okay. But I have tried, so Ardell makes magnetic lashes. Now, this is my issue with those. The lashes themselves are fine, but the glue that came with them and the glue that like you're meant to purchase with them, it's like similar to this, like it comes in a tube. I bought this glue, so I bought it one time at Loblaws. Okay, I bought the glue, and when I went to use it, the glue never, oh my god, the glue never dried. So the whole point of the glue is that you put it on and it dries and it's like a magnetic surface, right? I bought that glue, it didn't dry. I was like, okay, you know what, maybe I got a dud. Let me go to Walmart and let me try again, you know? So I went to Walmart and I purchased the same lash glue, the same one from Kiss, their magnetic lash glue. And I tried it, and again, it didn't work. The glue didn't dry down. And the problem is that the lash cannot stick to the surface if the surface is not dry. It didn't work. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm just having such bad luck that I got 2 duds. So I went to Rexall and I bought a third tube of this magnetic lash glue. And guess what? It didn't work. So I was like, you know what? Screw this. Let me try something else. So let me tell you, that stuff is expensive. Okay, it's expensive. So I waited a couple months and then I tried this one from Kiss, and this is the Kiss, oh, you can't really see it, but this is the Kiss magnetic eyeliner and eyelash thing. I don't know what the style of the lashes is because it does not say. It doesn't say, but I'm wearing the lashes right now, if that helps you. And this is the package. So if you see this package, it's this one. This is what the glue looks like. Oh, why is everything so shiny? It's so hard to show like shiny things. This is the glue. Again, this is just the Kiss magnetic eyeliner, and this worked the first time I tried it. So I was like, I really don't understand what happened with the Ardell ones. If any of you guys have had luck with the Ardell magnetic lashes, let me know, because I have not. But this made me a believer in eyelashes, okay? If you know me, you know that I hate wearing lashes. I love how they look. I love how they complete your makeup. Like, I think that they really do add something to your face. It gives me too much stress. Really, it gives me stress. The amount of times that I've probably almost cried trying to apply regular lashes with glue, like, it's too many. So that's why I was determined to try magnetic lashes. There is a brand, and I can't remember what the brand is called, but they sell magnetic lashes at Sephora, and it's like 40 bucks just for the lash, and then you have to buy the glue, which is like 30 bucks. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody trying to do that. So I tried these ones from Kiss, and they are amazing. Have they popped off? No. Okay, my lashes still look good, and I applied these like 2 hours ago. So I really do like these. I'm not sure how well they would stay like in the wind. Like if I went to the CN Tower, and you know they have that area where you can like stand outside and the wind is like this. I don't know how well it would stay on for something like that. But for everyday purposes, like if you're just doing your makeup, if you're just going to like party, or like you just want to look nice, I would recommend these over the traditional glue lashes, because these are so easy. If I can apply these to my eyes, me, Arifah, okay, if I can do it, anybody can do it. All right, so I think I have talked your ears off enough. I feel like I end every video like that, but I like to talk, especially about makeup and skincare and stuff like that. So yes, those were the products that I have loved throughout 2021. And when I say loved, I genuinely mean like I love all of these like they are my children. I mean, I don't have children, but theoretically, they're amazing. I think if you were to try any of the items that I mentioned, you would love them. Like I almost want to guarantee it, but I won't, just for like legal reasons, you know? What am I talking about? I hope you did enjoy this video. Let me know if any of the products I mentioned today are also on your list of your most loved products for 2021. I would love to know. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good new year so far. I don't know what else to say. I guess I'm looking forward to trying more stuff in 2022. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!